One of the highlights of June Dairy Month is Moo at the Zoo. We learn more about the day of fun at Henry Doorly Zoo from Alex Wojciechowski.
Dairy cows were the stars of the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium this weekend. 5 dairy cows representing 5 different breeds were brought in by Classic Dairy in Jansen, Nebraska to be the center of attention for Moo at the Zoo.
We do it to promote dairy, to educate people about the dairy industry, why we do what we do, how we do it, how we take care of the animals, feed them. Yeah, it's great interacting with the kids. You know, they get so excited seeing a cow. I've had a lot of 4-year-old, 5-year-old kids come up and ask about the cow and what we do. So
now, as Adam was visiting with zoo-goers, he got to answer a lot of questions about dairy cows.
Some of them, they wonder why they're so thin. A dairy cow is thin because they're not a beef cow. I mean, they're not used for meat as much. You know, their bodies work to produce milk, which none of these cows here are producing milk. You know, and then they just ask different things. What do they eat? Where do they live? Where do they sleep? Just typical questions a kid would ask. You know, you interact with the kids a lot, which is really cool.
You know, I think this event brings in some reoccurring people every year. We've also heard from people that it's an amazing event and they come back every year specifically for Moo at the Zoo. So I think we really need to hang our hat on that and make sure that we keep coming here. You know, in the future, you know, hopefully we can grow it a little bit, maybe interact with some cows and maybe have a milking demonstration. But anything that we can do to help tell our story, the better off we are as an industry.
Governor Pete Ricketts also made an appearance at Moo at the Zoo to proclaim it Dairy Month in Nebraska. That was topped off by a milk toast.
Thanks, Alex. From the Nebraska Soybean Board Studio, which is brought to you by the Nebraska soybean farmers and their checkoff, I'm Susan Littlefield.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.